How to have no regrets in life. Welcome to the Oma Show. In today's episode, let's talk about 7 tips for a life of no regrets. We all have things that we regret in life and wish we had done things differently. We are only human, after all. It's often a lot easier to forgive other people for fairly major things while hanging on to strong resentment towards yourself for even minor slip-ups. If you find it hard to forgive yourself for things that have happened in the past, it can have a big effect on how you treat yourself. And according to studies, it can also make you more likely to have health problems, including autoimmune conditions, heart disease, and even cancer. Learning how to forgive yourself and give yourself permission to move on from mistakes is so important for self-love. Your ultimate goal is for specific situations to no longer cause you negative emotions such as pain, anger, and resentment. Here are some tips for forgiving yourself so that you can move on with your life and start to love yourself in the way you deserve. Release negative emotions. When you're holding on to strong negative emotions, it's almost impossible to truly forgive yourself unless you are able to release them. Whether you're feeling guilt, shame, or just generally hate yourself, you won't be able to move forward until you've dealt with the underlying emotions that you're feeling. It's often the case that your reactions to even the mere thought of what you did are what is making you feel so bad, and by releasing them, they won't hold the same power. This makes it a whole lot easier to start the process of forgiving yourself. Accept that you're not perfect. None of us are perfect, and we all make mistakes. When you didn't intentionally set out to hurt someone through your actions, holding on to shame and letting it affect how you see yourself can be hugely damaging for your self-esteem. Your mistakes aren't proof of your failings, and they don't make you a bad person. If you can see mistakes as an opportunity to learn and grow, it opens up a whole different mindset. It's okay to let the memory go. Are you still holding on to what happened in your mind and not able to put it aside? This could be one of the big reasons why you're struggling to forgive yourself. It's actually a perfectly natural response given that our brains are hardwired to use past experiences to try to protect us. That doesn't make it helpful though. Reliving the situation in your mind fools your brain into believing that it is happening again, and that sets off the stress response. It can also mean that you define yourself through the situation rather than accepting that it's happened and trying to learn from it. It's not about forgetting what happened. Instead, you want to acknowledge that your actions may have had repercussions, but that this doesn't need to extend to self-destructive emotions. Flip the situation around. If you were told about the situation you can't forgive yourself for, what would you tell the other person? Chances are you would push them to forgive themselves and point out some of the reasons why. And there's no reason why that shouldn't apply to you too. This is a great habit to get into whenever things don't quite go according to the plan. Get a different perspective. Talking about the situation with a trusted friend can give you a different take on things because they are not living in your head and aren't affected by the same thoughts and emotions as you. They have enough distance to see things that you probably can't, especially around why you should forgive yourself. Learn from what happened. Spending some time thinking about what you could have done differently can be very powerful for opening your eyes to the fact that you may not have been in the best position to do the right thing then. For most people, there's really good chance that you have gained new skills or insights since it happened, and you use those to learn from the situation so it doesn't happen again. Work on self-love. Love is often a strong factor in our ability to forgive. The opposite can be true too. If you don't love yourself all that much, you're probably going to have a much tougher time forgiving yourself. You're probably a lot harsher on yourself than you are with other people, right? This is a sign that it's time to work on accepting yourself more and learning to love who you are. Once you've started to have success with this, it's a lot easier to avoid beating yourself up for every mistake. I hope you liked this video. I got inspired to do this video after a chat I had with one of my Instagram followers. And it got me thinking how I can create an episode on it that can help so many people. And I hope this episode really helps you come out of your own regret journey. If you want to be in my Insiders Club, go visit my website and subscribe to my newsletter. Also, don't forget to download 20 delicious salad recipes for glowing skin, all for free. And check out my online program, Holistic Skincare Masterclass, if you have issues with your skin and if you're tired going from one dermatologist to another, you can heal your own skin. Sending you lots of love and health.